Hello and welcome to the SciFirst Movie Talk episode. So in this episode, I'm bringing you everything I got for all of my collections, movie collections, game collections, over the course of May 2003, as we now enter June 2003. In England, we are now entering British summertime. Can't get no better than that. The heat is certainly turning up, and yes, we're getting out and about. It is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But yes, everything I got for the my collections over the course of May 2023. So this time around, I think I've gone a little bit quirky. I've kind of gone a little bit indie in various places as well, which is something I've not done particularly in previous collections, to be quite fair. So these are some firsts, to be quite honest with you. So, first and foremost, I'm going to apologise. My reviews are kind of getting a little bit late. I did try and get to cinema and kind of get the reviews out as the ones at the cinema kind of are going through. I'm garbling. What I mean by that is, Transformers is coming out, for instance. I wanted to get Transformers, or Rise of the Beast, or yeah, the Beast one, the one with the animals, yeah. So I want to get that one out within the week that it came out into the cinema within the UK. It's not going to happen. I'm going to do that review in a couple of weeks after the film comes out. I'm just getting waylaid with a few bits and bobs. But I still want to keep up with the reviews. I still want to do them. And I've spent a lot of time trying to get the Transformers ones ready. So we're kind of going to move into them a bit next. But yeah, it's just getting hard to get out and about to cinema because we're just out and about doing other things. But nonetheless, hopefully you do enjoy the reviews when they do finally turn up on the channel. But yeah, so because of that, I'm garbling. I really am garbling. What I'm trying to get at is, my first one, I got Transformers the movie on Blu-ray. So I've never actually, and I must admit, never actually seen this. So I am looking forward to it, just because it's got so much of a impact for so many people. Not me, unfortunately. I liked Transformers when I was younger, but not to the extent that I was watching the TV series or anything like that. I like the action figures, I like the idea. But yeah, Transformers the movie. So I'm looking forward to catching up with that. Probably do this at the back when I've watched all the live action movies, because this doesn't actually connect in to the live action movies. It's one on its own. But yeah, Transformers the movie on Blu-ray, which is an animated film. So yeah, on Blu-ray. So definitely looking forward to kind of catching up with that one. But that is the only kind of movie that I got over the course of May. The rest of it is just games. And I say just games, this is where the interest kind of lies in. For the PlayStation 4, this was just a quirky find on eBay, just to fill up the coffers a little bit. I've got something called The Inner World, The Last Wind Monk. I think it's kind of like a puzzle game. You play these characters and kind of have to solve puzzles as you're going along. Not quite sure, that's why it's a quirky find. I've looked, I mean, you can get tons of money, but I'm not saying it's a unique find, just quirky for me. Just something that looked a little bit odd, something a little bit out of my normal realm, shall we say. I'm finding quite a bit of enjoyment with games like that, so I thought I'd kind of go down that route. So, yes, The Inner World, The Last Wind Monk on PlayStation 4. So, yeah, as I said, definitely looking forward to checking that. I'm looking forward to checking everything. I always am. So that's that. So that's the only thing I got for the PlayStation 4. For the PlayStation 2, I do have a few bits and bobs. Most of them, again, I picked these up very, very cheap. The last one I did. I've got Knight Rider the Game 2. I don't have the first one. So I need to check that out, perhaps. But that's on the PlayStation 2. I've got Star Trek Conquest. I won't say I was a Trekkie, but I do love a bit of Star Trek, I'm not going to lie. Never kind of played these kind of strategy games before from the Trek universe, though. So looking forward to that. I think that might be a little bit more of a kind of head-hammering gameplay. I'm not sure. The back of the box doesn't really give very much away. But yes, Star Trek Conquest for the PlayStation 2. Then I've got something that might be worth a bit of a giggle. I've got Kim Possible. What's the Switch? Yeah, Kim Possible, What's the Switch? So what we got there. So the graphics on it look pretty decent, actually, when all's said and done. But yes, Kim Possible, What's the Switch on the PlayStation 2. I haven't seen that much Kim Possible to know, to be quite honest with you, but never mind. Then I have something called Zoo Cube for the PlayStation 2. So again, I think that was relatively cheap. Who knows these things? But it might be a bit of a laugh. An evolution in puzzle gaming. There we go. So yes, Zoo Cube for the PlayStation 2. And then definitely, as cheap as chips fine this was. This was only to fill up the fact that I think I spent about £10 and this was to make it up to £10. Brian Lara, International Cricket 2005. I'm sorry if you like cricket. They're not my games really, but it was cheap. It forms part of my collection. I'll give it a blast at some point. I think I've got to learn the rules of cricket first. But nonetheless, Brian Lara, International Cricket 2005. But yeah, cheap as chips, because the money went on the NES. So that's where we're going next. So these are pretty special buys, to be quite fair. The first two are kind of golden oldies. So we've got Krusty's Fun House. I'm trying to get on with The Simpsons. There's a few that were released for The Simpsons. So this is Krusty's Fun House. Never played it, so I have no idea what it's about. But yeah, it looks a bit zany, as all Simpsons games do. So I'm looking forward to checking it out, seeing what Krusty has to offer. Then I also have the Crash Test Dummies. Not played it on the NES. Don't know. I used to have it for the Master System. I don't have it anymore. I don't have a Master System. Do I? No, I don't have a Master System anymore. No. In all the ones I've got. But no, I don't have a Master System yet as it stands. But I did once upon a time. And I did have the Crash Test Dummies for it. Couldn't play it. I've no idea why I couldn't play it. So I'm hoping that the NES version will be a little bit more forgivable for me. So I can get on and have a go with it. But yes, Crash Test Dummies. The Incredible Crash Dummies, in fact. I don't think they're called the Crash Test Dummies. No, the Incredible Crash Dummies. So expect lots of antics from them, I'm sure. So then I was looking through eBay and I came across some odds and ends, really. Not odds and ends. Indie games, shall we say. Games that are actually new for the NES. Made by people sort of investing in the NES now as it stands today. So these were never released back in the golden age of the NES. These are brand new indie games now. Now, I like the physical cartridge idea. I really do. You can get these games, I believe, on like downloads for emulators and things like that. But I managed to pick them up for the cartridges, which is what I'm on the lookout for. So I've actually got 3 of them all together. I've got Shearer and the 40 Thieves, which looks like a sort of like a platformer where you've got to jump over things. A bit like Prince of Persia used to be, the very first edition of Prince of Persia. So a little bit like that. I don't know if you can see anything from there at all. But Shearer and the 40 Thieves, which is by a studio called Crazy Corrupt Trio Games. So yeah, no idea about that. And it looks like it was made with the NES maker. So I'm interested to see what somebody else's take on a NES game would be. So yes, Shearer and the 40 Thieves. As I say, looks a bit like the original Prince of Persia. I think that's what it's going for. So there's that one. Then I've got something, and I had to get this because it just looks so darn cute. Skate Cat. And again, this was by SJ Games. Yes, Skate Cat. It looks like a platformer again. Because I like platformers anyway, so that's, you know, a good sound. And it looks like you just got to mosey around. So interested in checking out what SJ Games has got in store for us with Skate Cat. He looks cute, doesn't he? But yes, that one for the NES again. And finally, I like the box on this one because it looks exactly like an old-style NES game. But it isn't. It's a brand new one. And that is Blazing Rangers for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. The cartridges are ace. Let's have a look. This one was opened. But the sheer fact that you've got an actual cartridge now. Blazing Rangers, a brand new cartridge. I just can't get my head around that people are still making these, you know. But Blazing Rangers, I love the artwork, considering it looks like an original Nintendo NES game. So yeah, so Blazing Rangers, again, it looks a little bit like Pang, I think. I don't think it's exactly like Pang, but it looks like, again, I don't know why I'm showing you this if you can't see it anywhere, but it looks a little bit like Pang, where you can play up to 2 players and you've got to put out fires in a building. So, yeah, quirky. And that was the first one I got, and that's what spared on the other 2, just to give it a go. I haven't actually played any of them yet, so I am definitely looking forward to checking them out. And that is by First Press Studios, First Press Games. Yes, there you go, First Press Games. So, yeah, why not? I've never played. I'm looking forward to playing some new games on the NES. I mean, I can actually say I've got a new game for the NES. But that's it. Yeah, hopefully check a few of them out on the channel as and when I do get them up and posted. But otherwise, I do hope everybody is gearing up for the summer, certainly in the UK. and everywhere else in the world. Just hope everybody's happy and getting on and being well. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like. Please do hit that subscribe for movie reviews, show reactions and other movie-related content. Absolutely loved having you at SciFirst Movie Talk. Definitely love to have you back. Most of all, just thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.